Good morning, guys. How are you? I'm back after, I believe, a week. I was moving house. Here I am now in my new place, and I didn't make the challenge, but it's fine. Life goes on, and it gave me some reflection time. And I'm coming back today with a reading. I want to do readings again because that's actually what I love. And I did some journaling the other day. And what came through is I love the readings so much. And the readings are a part of how I bring through the energy, how I channel through the energy. And I know a lot of you love it too. So we're going to start with this. And yeah, if you have any questions, I know some of you have been waiting for the videos. And I had bad feelings about it in the beginning, and then I was like, look, sometimes life happens in a different way and it's going to be fine too. And yeah, it's what it is. So let's do an energy check in today. I brought a couple of decks and I'm gonna take the herbal astrology because it spoke to me right from the beginning when I opened my box. I still haven't unpacked everything, but let's see. I just love readings, and if you do too, then this is the right place for getting guidance, for getting messages, for getting confirmation on your intuition. And we'll see what spirit wants us to know today. I'm surrounded by this beautiful nature. I don't know if you can hear the water in the background, and the upstairs is like, this house is partly wooden, partly cement. The room behind me obviously is wooden, and I'm sitting in this great, you see, it's like a granny's chair. I can move it back and forth. So let's see, what do we need to know? Like, what is the message for the collective, for the viewers of this channel? What is the message? Kava, community. How amazing is that? Can you see that? Oh, I love the butterfly. Pluto and the moon. It's a beautiful card. So it's about community, and that's exactly what I want to create with this channel. To create a community of like-minded souls, of people who feel drawn to spirituality, but more, let's say, more rooted in shamanic traditions or indigenous traditions, because there are several different streams, rays of spirituality, and I'm definitely one, or loving the one who is working more with the earth and the elements than other stuff, let's say it like this. And I'm all about manifestation. I'm all about spirituality, tarot, metaphysics, health, well-being, meditation, yoga. This is all what I've been going deep into over the past 10 years. And it became part of who I am. And that's what I want to bring forth. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to read it later on. But maybe, as this is coming up, maybe you're longing for community. Maybe you're longing for friends who actually really understand you, you know, or maybe you've been going through transitions where some friends do not feel right anymore. I have had that, where it's like, maybe that person is not aligned anymore. Maybe we had our times, you know, where we were sort of walking parallel to each other on the path. But now it feels like maybe our path divide, and one walks over here and the other walks over here, and it's without bad feelings, you know. That's just life. We change and we grow, and people develop in different directions, and that's totally normal. And it's part of life. So maybe you've had, and it's really interesting because I have two clients at the moment, and both of them longing so deeply for connection, for feeling, first of all, feeling a sense of loneliness, which doesn't feel really good inside. feeling maybe misunderstood, feeling that nobody is on the same page, and you feel like you cannot show up like who you really are. And then that longing of connecting to the right people. And what I can say to that, take a sip. What I brewed myself this nice little thingy with ginger, turmeric, lemongrass, and cloves. What I can say to that, once we feel alone in the world, alone is all one inside. That's something really profound. So we're all one. You are basically connected with everything. But what I realized over the years is when we feel so alone, it oftentimes is that we are not connected with our physical vessel. Yeah. So when you feel alone, really, really alone, take a moment to connect to your body and see where this feeling sits inside the body and breathe into that space. And it might feel so uncomfortable, because I had that not only this morning, but this morning I had it. And to breathe into my belly was so uncomfortable. I felt like it didn't feel good, but I stayed there, I stayed present, I just felt the feeling. And after a while, it left. So breathing is a really powerful medicine, and I mean with breathing, not necessarily breath work, but breathing consciously into a space within your body. So locate inside. It might very well be that this feeling of loneliness sits inside of your heart, that you breathe inside your heart and just stay there with your awareness, with your breath, and see what will change after a couple of minutes, because it's really powerful. It does change. I was noticing, I was like, oh wow, what a big shift. So let's see the current energy. What do you need to know, beautiful soul? Like, you found your way here, so there's a message for you. And let's see, we have number 48, both beautiful numbers. Stability and abundance. I don't know if you could see it jump. The first one, Ace of Wands. I love this card. Isn't it beautiful? So I'll take out 3 cards and then we'll see the Ace of Wands. What do we need to know today? What's the energy of the day? I'm wondering where my dog's gone. In this place now, I can let her run freely, and she's obviously enjoying herself so much. Okay, 2 came already out. The second one is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful, right? It's like, what I feel here straight away when I look at it, it's like surrender. It's like, I'm taking my hands off. I allow it to happen. Whatever needs to happen, I allow it to happen. I surrender. I give, and I also give in with the Queen of Cups is emotions, you know. The Suit of Cups is the emotions connected to water, and water is connected to our emotions. And so she's sitting there in the water, and that might be an invitation. I have a beautiful stream of water, like a river, and there's like a plateau in the river, and I can just go there and sit. It's like straight. It's like a straight plate edge, and I can sit there until my head. It's like a small little ice bath without ice, but cold water. And whenever I sit there, didn't do that often because I just arrived. I ask, now I can see my dog. She's going to the cows, the neighbor cows. I don't know if you have a dog. Lily loves cows, and she loves to eat cow shit. I don't know if that's normal, but and there are cows down there, and I just saw her walking there, visiting the cows. And I have cows on my land too, and she hangs out with them all the time. She licks them like it's, I don't know, maybe she's been a cow in a past life. I have no clue. Anyway, coming back to the Queen. So surrender to your emotions. Don't resist the feeling of discomfort. Allow it. Go into the water. Maybe you do like a conscious breathing, and then sit in a bathtub, sit in a river, sit in a lake, wherever you find some water, and just you can speak to the elements, you can speak to the water before you go in, and you can say, look, I'm here to cleanse myself of this emotion. I'm carrying anger, I'm carrying sadness, I'm carrying rage, I'm carrying heartbreak. Whatever it is, ask the water to take it. And it really works. Like every morning now I'm walking up the mountain because I'm living in the mountains now. And I sit, there's a small path, and I just sit and I talk to the forest, to the trees. And I say, look, I have this topic coming up. For me, it's at the moment a lot of fear of losing something, someone, a place, a job, a person. It's incredible. Like it all comes together now. So it's a really potent time. So go and sit with that, sit with the discomfort, and allow also spirit, like I see this card, fire in tarot is connected to spirit. So it's like connect to the higher realms, your guidance, your third eye, Maybe this is also an invitation for meditation to bring forth the new passionate projects, a new spark on how to move forward. What is actually there on her top? It looks like a net. It feels like, whenever we have thoughts and we think them over and over again, they create networks. They create like connections, or it's like connections. And some of these connections are not beneficial to us because they hold negative thought patterns and they hold limiting beliefs. So ask the fire to burn away in your mind space what you don't need anymore. And working with visualizations like this is really powerful. So you can take the thought you hold. For me, like, for example, losing someone, and take that thought, which I have thought over and over again, and take it literally and burn it. And then replace that thought with the new thought you want to hold. What I cannot lose, what's really for me. What is really for me will always stay, or will always find its way to me. Things like that, whatever it is for you, okay? And then the third card, the devil in reverse. Interesting, right? Talking about emotions, negativity, and negative thought patterns. So if we see it upright, he's holding someone hostage. And the devil, so many people fear the devil as something outside of them, but the devil is actually, if you take the physical picture of a devil away, the devil is actually your negative thought patterns, which keep you hostage, which hold you locked in a belief, in a mindset, in a paradigm which doesn't suit you and which doesn't support you into the direction you want to go. And these thoughts, these limiting beliefs in your paradigm might not even be shaped by you. It might have been ancestral, handed over from your lineage, from your parents, grandparents, like it's that belief that money is always difficult to attain, money doesn't fly through the window. People who possess money are bad people. Or community, because coming back to community now, people are not a safe space to be. I'm not liked. I'm not safe in groups. I get bullied. There's nobody who will understand me. Don't tell people too much. Like things like that mostly are inherited by our caretakers, by people who were in our life from like right from the beginning, right from the get-go. And you're invited to let that go, to sit with it comfortably and surrender it to the elements. That's what I'm getting. And here we have Pluto and the moon. Pluto rules the devil. All right, so, or is it Capricorn? I'm not 100% sure now. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think Capricorn rules the devil. Anyway, Pluto is a sign of big transformation. The moon is a synonym for nurturing, mothering, also for our emotions. Yeah, so there's an invitation to transform emotions which do not suit you any longer. So you can feel in communion with others. What else is there? I want to have 3 more cards. 3 more cards, please. 1, 2, 3. That's so funny. Okay, we'll keep them. 5 came out actually. Let's see. Oh wow, the 4 of Swords came out. So there's really an emphasis on maybe healing the heart. You know, maybe I said about heartbreak. Maybe it's time about nurturing yourself, your inner child, healing heartbreak, taking time, you know, nesting, creating a safe space for yourself, a space where you can feel really, really homely, nurtured and seen. And then the second one which came out was the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Wands. My dog. I can see her from upstairs. The 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is, you know, like here I feel it like there's many different versions of you and they struggle. You know, they struggle to find a way with each other. So they push this version of you wants this, the other version of you wants that, and they push each other around. And there's a lot of internal turmoil. It falls underneath the Queen of Cups. So it's time to first acknowledge that there are many different layers to you. Parts of your personality, parts of who you are, parts which were created under different circumstances in your life, which supported you to survive at that moment in time. And they all basically want to survive. Yeah, every part of you, even the negative ones, they want to survive. They want to be acknowledged, they want to be seen. It's like, you know, I had big struggles with my dog because I was over Cleo's tail. I was overwhelmed and I didn't take as much time, offering as much time as she needed. And she acted up, whatever. Like she got really, really naughty and stuff like that because she felt ignored. She felt like I don't spend time with her. Maybe she got jealous because there was another cat. And so it's about turning to yourself, to all the parts, even the unloved ones. Yeah? And we have the fire element again. It's like, maybe you have issues with acid reflux or something, or like when you eat, stuff comes up again, you know, like burning you. It feels like, I don't know why I get the image, I never got it. It's like your tummy. And it's like burning you from inside. So maybe you're also eating in a way which doesn't support you fully. Maybe you eat too spicy or too many foods which create inflammation in the body. So that's something, if you have like problems with your body in regards to food and also like inflammation on the skin or internal, like do things like that. This is really good stuff, like ginger, like all these nice little herbs you can take, cardamom, ginger, cinnamon, and nothing overly spicy because that can irritate you. And also, if you tend to hold a lot of anger, don't eat spicy food because spice creates fire and anger is filled and fueled by fire. So that might be an information for some of you. And then we have the sun coming out underneath the devil. So there's a lot of beautiful fire energy. And so you are called to sit with the discomfort of your emotions, take the time you need, and then something beautiful is going to happen. You feel like that, what was so heavy on your chest, is going to be relieved, and you will feel like, oh, my heart is opening again. I feel powerful. I feel beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful picture. And we had 2 additional cards flying out of the deck, and it was the King of Cups. So maybe, because we have the Queen of Cups here, maybe you're longing for a partner, or maybe you've been in separation, or maybe there is somebody and that heart of yours ache because you cannot be together at the moment. I see the ship in the background, maybe he's far away, or maybe you don't know them yet. Maybe you're only connected on another plane, But he came out, and with him came the Fool. So there might be a new beginning in love. There might be somebody completely new entering your life. Once you transition through that thingy, let's call it thingy, emotional thingy. Yeah, because it's all emotions. The fiery emotions, the watery emotions. Watery emotions I would call grief and sadness. Yeah, they're like teary. Yeah, and then the fiery emotions like rage and anger and all of that. Yeah, so yeah, sit with them and trust you can move through them. If not, reach out to me. We can either do a private reading, or I have beautiful healing sessions. I work a lot with clients around emotions, around ancestral stuff, around trauma. So there is always a way. There is always a way. I know it. I've seen it. I've seen it in my own journey, and I've seen it in the journey of my clients. And because something beautiful is actually awaiting for you, a completely new beginning. I mean, the Sun is closing off this 6 cards, and then there's the King of Cups and the Fool. Really, really beautiful. So I want to finish off our. Shall I read that community card? Maybe, yes. Yes. Let's see, 48. Maybe there's an additional message here. Okay, upright. Celebration, kinship with a tribe, community, friendship, union, finding your chosen family. Kava in Tongan means bitter, and in Hawaiian it's called awa. Legend has it that Kawa was brought over to the islands by the gods, Cain and Kanaloa, from their ancestral Polynesia. Kawa was known as the drink of the gods and honored across the Pacific Islands. Kawa is believed to first have originated in northern Vanuatu thousands of years ago. Considering the plant lacks seeds or a means to self-propagate, it is believed that it was tended to by the gods until the first indigenous people arrived. Kawa tea was regarded as a blessing and poured onto shrines, then later drank by the kahuna, or spiritual leader of the ceremony. It was considered holy and only given to those of high rank, but eventually it became more widely accessible. And to this day, it's drunk in ceremony to bring the community together. Sometimes called the intoxicating, hi Lily, the intoxicating pepper, the effects of kava are a curious combination of deep relaxation alongside stimulation to the central nervous system. Kava is relaxing to muscles and dampens pain while increasing the flow of thoughts. Kava can greatly increase mental clarity, ease depression, confusion, and sorrow, and sharpen intuition. Kava directly affects the limbic system, the control center of our emotions, just as the moon does. Plutonian herbs like kava cause deep transformation in our emotional mind. The energy of Pluto is that of regeneration, allowing us to decompress from accumulated emotion through the volcanic power of catharsis. It's amazing. I'm living on an island where there's 2 active volcanoes. I believe 2. 1 at least. Guidance. Kava's energy moves through your nervous system like a butterfly, relaxing, widening, and assisting in surrendering. Although you might be amid an important moment in your life, remember that you don't have to do it alone. When you widen your circles intentionally, you receive support from the universe and others to join you on the path. To fully draw upon butterfly's medicine, it gently invites us to observe our position in the community in this moment. Are you a protector, a creator, a connector, or a visionary? And how does that correlate this moment in your life alongside your personal evolution? Egg, caterpillar, cocoon, and butterfly. Oftentimes, finding your purpose within your community and the parallels with your inner journey can provide great relief and meaning. That is so beautiful. First of all, I was reminded, I had a client on Sunday, and whenever I do a reading or something like that, we go through a meditation in the beginning, and it's always different for every client. But for her, it was like she being in a cocoon and becoming a butterfly, and it was a blue butterfly, the same as we have here. And now I forgot what else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, so I moved into this beautiful place, and for me, my greatest love is nature. So when I can be out in nature, it's my happy place, right? It fills my heart. I feel so home and so deeply held. And that's where I go when I need healing. Obviously, I also have people to support, but nature is really something I cannot tell you. Like, if you have pain or anything, go out in nature and speak to it and ask it to take from you what doesn't serve you anymore. And I know the ancient, like, I've been with a man from Indonesia, and he said to me, he was once in Australia and he was really sick. He gotten really sick and he didn't have medicine. So he sat by a tree for one day and he asked the tree to take it, and it did. So they help us. Nature supports us. That's why I am really big for environmental protection, and because if we don't have nature, there's no humanity anymore. But going on the other way, coming back to community, I felt yesterday, I spoke to my friend and I was like, I'm wanting to have beautiful community. Also, like people who are like-minded, who are like me as well. And I haven't found yet. I have found some, but not, obviously I just moved in here, but not yet so many. And that's something I call in as well. Community, people who think like me, people who have the same values. And that's so important, because that's when we don't feel alone. Feeling alone is different than being lonely. Yeah, so alone is all one. Feeling lonely is that what people don't like. Yeah, could talk and talk. But yeah, it's for me also important. So I'm on the same journey, and I feel like, yeah, if you're connected to my channel, if you feel connected to me, you might be part of my soul family or on a similar journey than I am. And so I'm really, really happy to be here. It's my big dream to attract people who also want to protect this beautiful planet and also want to support others to step into their power, to share their light, to share their purpose, and manifest their dream life. Yeah. So, summing up, thanks for being here and thanks for watching this. I'm super grateful. And yeah, maybe I don't know if I can show you a little bit. Now I'm going to show you, I'll set up everything differently, and then I'm going to show you next time my surrounding. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel or leave a comment. I'd really love to read from you. If you have any questions, I'd love to read from you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.